Toastmaster. Today I would like to talk about the cold call technique. My presentation will consist of 3 parts. In the first part I will talk about what cold call is and what objectives I have for today. The second part I will invite a fellow Toastmaster for a small role play where I will try to sell a product to him. And finally, the third part would be your feedback and hopefully my partner's feedback about how well I performed in terms of selling the product and achieving today's objectives. So it will be both feedback, oral, verbal feedback from the partner and from the audience. So let me, without further ado, continue to the first part of the presentation. And the first one is about the cold call. Does anybody know what the cold call is?
Yes.
Yes? What is it?
When someone calling you and you are unexpected calls to you and trying to sell something.
Okay, yeah, so you're absolutely right. When we often have a situation, not when the buyer comes to the seller, but when the seller has to go to the buyer, especially when you have to sell something expensive. And it can be done by phone call, but it can also be an unsolicited visit. And the challenge of the cold call is for me as a salesperson to make the buyer understand that he actually has a problem or a need when he or she may not even know about it. And the second challenge for me this time would be that my product would be expensive and it would be even more difficult to sell. Next slide, please. And when you sell expensive items, credibility of the salesperson becomes even more important. Even when you go to a store and you buy something not very expensive, you still want the salesperson to be experienced, to be honest, and knowledgeable about the industry, about the product. You want as much information as possible. But when you are about to part with a large sum of money, you want to make sure that the salesperson knows what he's doing, what she's doing, knows the industry well, and who is reliable, who is honest, and who can also communicate well with you. So these are the key things that I'll have to meet during this role play. Next slide, please. Please push the button. Thank you. And when you want to buy something, you want to make sure that the person who is selling it to you is honest about himself or herself, about his or her experience, and the product as well, of course. And you can also, as a salesperson, you have to be realistic about what the person needs and whether or not the product meets these needs or solves the problem that he has. And then, of course, you have to communicate and maintain the contact with the buyer, advise him of potential problems and possible solutions, and also be honestly concerned about the buyer's needs, not about your bonus or something like that. So, next slide, please. And what is important for a salesperson is to be a resource. If you make the buyer's job easier, if you make them look good in their colleagues or co-workers or friends' eyes, and if you make their product or their service better, then there are chances that the buyers will consider you to be on their side, to be on their team, and they will be loyal to you as well as to your product. And in the next slide, the next part will be questioning. And it will be important to question with care, because if you ask something like, if you ask something like, what if I could prove to you that this widget is exactly what you need? Usually what do you get? Yes, people don't trust you. They feel manipulated, they feel pressured, and you really need to make sure that you are asking honest questions, not to sell, but to really understand what the buyer needs. And through your questions, you must let the buyer reflect on his situation without being pressured or being defensive. Expensive item, then recognize the risks that the buyer will have in purchasing. Use questions to understand, or to help the buyer discover problems with his or her current situation. And
Okay. I can feel my exhaustion. It's just really. But I would like to tell you that my previous agent, that Tourist agent, was selling pretty crap product, like the services. I didn't like the services.
Exactly. Can you please tell me what exactly you didn't like about the service?
They promised me a lot, like a paradise. But I saw what I saw was just shit. I'm not sure. I didn't like my experience there in a very remote place of the earth where no one else there and no convenience at all.
Okay, so you were disappointed with your last vacation.
Yes.
And can I ask where you went?
Well, it was a pretty remote village in the Indian Ocean, and they say that it's a paradise. You can find the spirit. Blah blah blah.
Okay. And can I ask whether you prefer to travel with your family or alone?
Well, I prefer traveling with my friends, so that I will have a better experience.
Okay. And do you prefer active vacation or something more passive, something more lazy, you would say, where you can relax on the beach or something like that?
Well, I guess the second option is pretty much better for me now because I'm really exhausted to do something active, running, for instance.
Okay, so.
But I like scuba diving, so yeah, I'd like to see the wild nature in a pristine way, but still to have access to the some conveniences, the hotels and others, so that not to be remotely away from the town or the country.
Okay, but is there anything, when you say about nature, do you prefer ocean, do you prefer mountains, do you prefer forests?
It's obvious, as I said, that I like this scuba diving, so the oceans are preferable for me, and lying down on the couch within the reach of the ocean is just perfect vacation for me, I guess.
Okay. And with the last vacation, you were disappointed with the services or with the location mostly?
I guess the services were lacking because it was away from civilization. It was some village, and I didn't have that proper, that proper hygienic stuff there, like the toilets and everything else. And it was quite nightmare for me because they also didn't have the internet, the electricity, so just.
Okay.
I'm a city boy, so
okay,
I would like to have some conveniences.
Yeah, so you would like to have access to nature and
at the same time
to have some civilized like
correct.
Yes, okay, conditions. Great. So is there anything that you would like in specific? Anything that I could offer you in terms of special requirements?
Special requirements. In terms of food, I would like to have some, the kosher food, the one that doesn't have the, how you call pigs? Pork. What those people are doing in my house. So yeah. And I would like to have my friends with me, so that's will be considered convenient for me.
And what do you usually do with your friends?
To have some board games, to have some, just conversation, just lazy conversation, just needed.
But do you think your friends may prefer some other activities apart from board games and lazy activities?
Well, they are pretty much same-minded as I am, so I'm confident that they would like to have the same experience like I do.
Okay. And would you like to listen to what I have to offer?
Yeah, of course.
I
was waiting for
this. So basically, I can offer you one exclusive package, which is ultra all-inclusive. It has the one of the best hotels on the first line of the shore of the ocean and of the sea. I'm sorry, of the sea. It's a hotel It's called the Spa and Golf Hotel. So if you're interested in spa procedures and massages, there's also a golf club that you can enjoy, which is also pretty calm that you would may prefer. There are lots of water activities including scuba diving and going with the water skiing and parachuting. So if you feel like you're bored on the beach, you may go and try it with your friends. And the hotel provides a wide variety of food. However, I'm not sure there will be kosher food only, but for sure you can always choose some fish, like seafood and like other types of meat. So I think that would definitely satisfy you. And hotel has the best Wi-Fi in the area and the best service in terms of room service. So you would definitely be satisfied with the conditions of the hotel, because it's considered one of the top hotels in the area. And the flight times is very convenient. It's during the day, so you won't have any problems adapting to the local time. And of course, they offer different tours. If you feel bored in the hotel, you can always go either shopping or visiting local cities, visiting local museums. And do you think this is something that you may be interested in?
Well, that sounds nice. And what's the price for that?
It's the package is $2,000, including everything. And,
per person or
per person, yes.
Okay.
For 7 days. And
Do you have discounts for my friends willing to join me, but they have a...
If you do bring 10 people, then we may consider
Oh, it's going to be noisy for me.
a discount of like 25% per person.
Okay, that sounds nice.
So,
I'll consider it.
and I'll leave you a brochure to have a look at with the pictures. And if you have any, if you decide to purchase the package, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you again. Dear fellow Toastmasters, this is the end of the role play, and I know that I have exceeded the time limit. So if anyone has any comments, you can. Yeah, sure. You can comment if you want on one.
Yes, I can come.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do that there. What I missed at the beginning was that to see your credibility. Why you introduce yourself as an agency, but what sort of agency? Are you respected? How many customers do you have? Whether you have clients who friends of mine or those neighbors,
Yeah.
so that to show your credibility and show that there are a lot of kind of resources you have that can meet my needs. So that's what I like at the beginning.
Okay.
Since I know you a bit better, I was okay, but if there will be another person who was there, it would lower my trust to that agent.
Yeah.
And second thing was that while I was telling you about the scuba diving and something related to that, sometimes your questions were referring to different activities. I didn't mention. I can see that. So that was all. But apart from that, it was great. Thank you very much. You were listening. You were attentive.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you.